آینت دانی چرا غماز نیست، زانکه زنگار از رخش ممتاز نیست. Do you know why your mirror is not informant? Because you have not removed the rust from its face. Hello my dear friends and listeners and viewers of this video and the other videos of this channel. What you heard just now was a verse of Masnavi by Mawlavi. Masnavi is a book of verse and its subject is mostly mysticism and moral. Masnavi has a universal fame as well as Mawlavi has a universal fame, and he is a great poet as well as a great mystic. In these videos, I intend to share with you my many years of study on these topics. I'm Ali Muhammadi. In this video, I want to share with you the interpretation of this verse and explanation of its notes and points. First of all, we should pay attention to attribute of adjective of informant to mirror. Informant is a characteristic of one person who hears something from someone and transmits it to other ones or other ones. So why does Mawlavi attribute this characteristic to a mirror? Here we can say that because Mawlavi is using of poetical form, and in poetry the use of personification is an obvious act. It is true that this is a kind of personification, and personification is a figure of speech in literature and field of poetry. But there is another point in using of personification. In addition to what I said, it should be mentioned that personification is a subject of discussion and study in many fields of knowledge. For example, it is discussed in psychoanalysis in related to kinds of unconscious projection. It is also discussed in cognitive linguistics in relation to cognitive metaphor, and so on. But we should be aware that all of these fields in this case are related to each other. So psychoanalysis and mysticism are related to each other in the case of personification. As far as literature is concerned, it's true that it is a figure of speech and it is a reason for beautifying poetry or other kinds of speech. As far as psychoanalysis is concerned, it is a special kind of unconsciousness. As far as concerned mysticism, there are some important points. As far as mysticism is concerned, the personification is not a tool or device for imagination and fantasy, or a tool for beautifying the speech, but it has an epistemological dimension. When we use of personification, we believe that there are so many common characteristics between us and other creatures. Secondly, if we name this attribution as personification, as far as mysticism concerned, we have isolated ourselves from other creatures. Let me give you some more explanation. When we use of personification and we believe that it is simply a personification, we believe that we humans are separated from other creatures in all of the ways. And this belief results in self-enclosing and self-isolating. Both self-enclosing and the belief that results in self-enclosing in mysticism is not acceptable. We can say that whatever separates us from others in mysticism is not acceptable. We can say that every kind of self-enclosing in the field of mysticism is refused. Self-enclosing in the field of language and usage of language is that we believe that personification is simply a kind of imagination and a tool for beautifying the speech. Another point in this verse is that Mawlavi has used mirror as a metaphor for heart. It can be said that mirror can be as well metaphor for mind, but here it is a metaphor for heart. If we pay attention, we can find that there are so many similarities between mirror and mind. But what in mysticism is important is that as mirror reflects images, the heart transmits the meanings of soul to mind. If the mirror is not clear and transparent, it won't be able to reflect images. As well as if heart is not clear, it won't be able to receive the meaning from soul and transmits mind. The symbol of mirror in mysticism has a long history. Its history goes back to Socrates' time and even earlier. So we can say that the mirror is a universal image in field of mysticism. The mirror is for watching ourselves. So we can say that the mirror of heart is for watching our truth, is for watching our soul, is for watching the truth of our existence. And the base of the simile in mysticism is that. One other point that we should pay attention to is that here the rust is a metaphor for thoughts and emotions that deposited in our hearts. These thoughts and emotions prevent us from watching the truth of ourselves. Don't forget that in mysticism, the mirror that is the mirror of heart has an essential meaning, and it is of vital importance and significance. I hope you are happy wherever you are. Have a good time.